Monopoly Space: How to Play. The rules are the same as regular Monopoly except for these changes. For a refresher of those rules, check out this video. Give each player $900 broken up as follows: 1 500, 2 100s, 50s, and 20s, 4 10s, 3 5s, and 5 1s. Place the domes and resources near the board. Each token's symbol appears in one of the quadrants on the center of the game board to indicate where each player will build their colony. Resources are a form of currency that is used to purchase domes. It takes 3 resource tokens to build a small dome and 5 resource tokens to build a large dome. When you build a dome, return the correct number of resources to the bank, then place the dome in your quadrant on the board. You may only spend resources during your turn, and you may only build a dome once per turn. Once you have built your 5th dome, you then continue to move around the board to reach go first. To gain resources, you may do any of the following. When you purchase a property, land on your own property, or land on an opponent's property, you can spend $25 to purchase a resource. When someone else lands on your property, you are also allowed to purchase a resource. If you land on a completed colored set that you own, you can purchase up to 3 resources for $25 each. If you land on a completed colored set that your opponent owns, you can purchase 1 resource for $50. Chance and community chest cards can also give you resources. If you land on gravity loss, then you must place 1 resource on that space. If you don't have any resources, then pay the bank $25 and put a resource there. Any player who passes this space can pick up any resources that are on it. If you land on wild times, then you may steal a resource from another player. If no player has a resource, then pick a player to pay $25 to the bank for a resource, which they then give to you. You can also trade or barter with other players for resources. If you auction a property, you are not allowed to bid. The highest bidder pays the bid price to get the property, but they may not purchase a resource. If no one wants to bid, then the property stays with the bank. If you are playing with 2 players and a property goes up for auction, then the opposing player may purchase the property for half its listed cost. Building at least 1 dome increases the rent price for all your colored sets. When you land on a warp run, you may pay $50 to move to any space up to the next warp run space on the board. You must carry out whatever action is called for by that space, and you collect $200 if you pass go. You may move to the next warp run space and additional warp run spaces after that, as long as you pay $50 each time. You may not sell or trade domes. If you owe money and can't pay, you can sell resources back to the bank for $25 each. You can sell property back to the bank for the resale value listed on the card. If you sell a property to pay rent, then neither you nor the creditor can purchase resources in this transaction. If, after you sell all that you have, you still don't have enough to pay, then you are bankrupt and are out of the game, and the remaining players continue playing. The first player to build 5 domes and make it back to go is the winner.